everyone. I'm Afton Brazzoni, and this is my Changemaker Conversation interview series. Today, I'm here with Michelle Davis, who's a cognitive hypnotherapist based in Canmore, Alberta. How are you doing, Michelle?
I'm good, thank you. I'm very well. However, this year has certainly brought some challenges. When I shut my doors into in-person appointments in March, at first I was a little panicked. Like so many people, so much of myself and who I am is invested in my business and what I do. But once I'd stopped walking around aimlessly around my house, I realized that this was a great opportunity, not just to catch up on housework or to tidy the garage, but to try new things and enjoy being in the moment. So I've created a vegetable garden, I've started meditating each week. I've made a dent in the books that are next to my bed, and I've been able to practice yoga on my deck. So it's been nice to ride the wave rather than try to fight it head on.
Wow, it sounds like you've been busy, and that's impressive, and definitely more than I've been up to. I wish that I could say, although I am going to be starting to go back to a yoga studio in person today, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Great.
So before we dive too far in here, can you tell everyone a little bit about yourself and about your business?
Yeah, so I'm originally from the UK. My husband and I have lived in Canmore for 5 years, and we're really enjoying being part of the community here. In 2012, I trained with the Quest Institute in Regents University in London in the UK. I specialise in helping adults and children manage and overcome stress, anxiety and PTSD. I also help with other problems such as smoking cessation, pain and illness management, as well as life and business coaching.
My dogs found that pretty exciting behind.
Yes, I could see the tail going.
Yeah, well that
PTSD.
yeah, that's great. And you offer a really wide breadth of services that really complement one another nicely. So I think, it's going to be really interesting to speak with you about that today, especially because wellness and mental health are really top of mind right now, I'd say, for everybody in society. So on that note, now that we're kind of moving past the eye of the storm in the public health crisis, but definitely still not out of the woods, how would you say that things have changed in your business as a result?
Well, over the last few weeks, I've received an increase in requests for in-person appointments because I'd been working I had been working remotely. So I've therefore implemented government protocols and adhered to Alberta healthcare guidelines so that I can safely reopen my business to in-person appointments. So this is now in effect. However, I am still offering remote appointments for those who still prefer to work this way.
Great. So kind of going back to what I was saying earlier, hypnotherapy obviously is known to be a powerful practice to improve well-being. So how would you say that this is especially relevant right now, as many people's mental health has really, suffered due to the pandemic and due to the lockdown?
Yeah, this pandemic has certainly brought its own challenges. So, unemployment, financial instability, isolation and separation from family and friends, future uncertainties. So this additional worry and stress impacts people's mental health and can ignite emotions such as anxiety, depression, and anger. So cognitive hypnotherapy aims to work through these emotions by rewiring and re-educating the mind, offering tools and techniques so that people can work through those negative emotions, improving mental health and well-being going forwards.
I love that. I think, it's amazing just to kind of know the different tools that there are out there, and really, like, if someone hasn't taken the time to learn about that before, I think it's really worthwhile. And I kind of wondering on that note, what would you say to somebody who's curious about hypnotherapy, maybe doesn't know that much about it, and they're, wondering where to start?
Okay, yeah, so you can always check out my website. I have information and videos there that can tell you more about hypnotherapy. Or alternatively, I offer a 30-minute telephone call where people can ask questions about cognitive hypnotherapy. They can explore whether it's right for them before booking an appointment.
Great, thanks. And so, what advice would you have for other business owners, either in your industry or otherwise, to support their own clients and customers as we navigate the next few months of uncertainty? Because, we're not sure what's going to happen.
Yes. So I feel like this pandemic has really brought the community together. As business owners, we've reduced our rates so people can still afford therapy. We've offered online appointments. We've been inventive in the way that we offer our services. And so now we're working together to reopen our doors, to see people in person, taking the necessary precautions to ensure that we do it in a safe way. So my only advice would be that we continue this collaboration into the future so that we can continue to adapt and evolve to help meet the needs of our clients.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And I think that, there are going to be some changes that are positive changes that will stay with us after this pandemic. That sense of collaboration, that's actually something that's really beneficial and something that's worth holding on to, I think.
Yes, yeah, I think so.
So you mentioned earlier your website. Before we sign off here, I'm just wondering if there's anything else you'd like to add, or if you just want to let everybody know how they can get in touch with you on your website and on social media.
Yeah, so I think this pandemic has changed a lot about how we do things as humans, and will continue to do so into the future. Some of it will be for the good, and some of it will take even more adjusting. But I think the important thing to remember through these uncertain times is that we are all in this together. And that would be my biggest message. So to get hold of me, if you would like to contact me, my email is michelle@thefirststeptofreedom, and my website is The First Step to Freedom. You can find me on Facebook and on Instagram, or you can give me a call. That also works.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Michelle. It was really great to speak with you today and really interesting to hear about just all the positivity that you're bringing to the world and all the great steps that you're taking to kind of navigate this transition.
Well, great. Well, thank you for having me.
All right. Well, I'll be back in 2 weeks with another Changemaker interview. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thank you so much for watching.